to live in a world where speaking from a place of substance, striving to want to be better, but every chance you get that others try to knock you down, hold you to your lowest moment, hold you to your transgression of when you wasn't at your best. They want to see you from your lowest, but then expect you to shine through like the rose that came through the concrete type shit. They want you to be your greatest, but the whole time knocking you down the whole time. Not seeing, not believing, not speaking any positivity into your existence, speaking of your name in a bad way. You don't think this causes issues? You don't think saying negative things over and over again about a person starts to take form in some type of form or fashion? So all those at the sound of my voice, man, I just want better. I want us to work with each other. I want us to resolve shit instead of keeping shit going. Squash the beat, yes. Yes. I want to see Lil Baby with Gunna, with Future and everybody, and Thug, and White, what's his name? Oh damn, I'm sorry for forgetting the nigga name. 650 Luch. Yeah, I want them niggas to get along, cause they black folk that got a gift, that got out the hood, that still fuck around in hood activities, cause your people is from the hood. That's the problem we ain't talking about. I'm gonna talk about a lot of different shit, man. But we ain't talking about why there's a Rico YSL case and Lucci got fucked up with some shit because just because I got a gift, I got a talent. What was we doing and what was my people associated with before I jumped off with their music and got some notoriety, which brought some money, which brought more money to throw back to the hood, cause who gonna let me motherfucking just act like I come from Beverly Hills or Milton and I lived in a gated community with a lakefront or beachfront? Nah. You gonna have to goddamn get back out here in the trenches, little baby. Future. I don't know what y'all doing on the north side, Migos and so many others. Like, you come from this, you claim this, you say this in your songs, you think you can make millions and millions and millions of dollars, have access to these type of people and potential prosperity could come, and we not gonna cousins, nephews, auntie, uncle, brother them, classmates, anybody who know you finna give you a call. Now some of them folk got the best heart for you, been there for you, so on and so forth. But some of these folk finna come out the woodwork. So it'll be your best position to find you a financial advisor. Make sure your books is in order. Get somebody to watch somebody who watching your books. And then watch them yourself. Educate yourself in finance. Educate yourself in how to make your money work for you. If you got $1 million, 500,000, 200,000, you come up on this type of money, you ain't never had that type of money, you need to get around people who got more money than you so they're not trying to take shit from you. You got the money now to be in these rooms, now you need to get the knowledge from these people who've been living this life. Because I'm going to tell a quick story of how brother, I'll say a old time brother used to be looked at as like my brother. You know, if I break down working for a company over 10 years, having moved up in the company, staying in a high crime, low income area, in an apartment, not owning, a 1-bedroom apartment, living above someone and selling referrals out of that apartment. Would you say that's somebody who, okay, buying cannabis, ordering cannabis on the phone, saying who you are, saying whatever, ordering, you know, the percentage, the amount that you want, telling them you on the way, and then showing up to said location where they can track all this shit. Having people have to come up your steps over and over again to sell weed, to buy a vehicle that's worth probably more than what you pay for rent in the monthly note, as well as the insurance because of it being a sports car with rims on it. He told me he had a financial advisor. Nigga named Al. I done met him a few times. I never heard Al mention nothing financial. Because if Al wasn't telling you, a nigga with no children, no wife, no responsibilities other than himself, is staying in a one bedroom in a high crime, low income area with a car that costs more than the place you stay in. And you sell weed out of your apartment and order weed on your phone and allow people to come to your house to buy weed. Ain't nobody advising you shit. But we don't talk about the families of these so-called well-off people. Until your whole lineage is straight, you can't just give people money. I get it. That's why you put your team together. Business professionals who've been in this ain't doing it for the money. They're doing it for the art and the love of teaching and helping people. That's a hard thing. Yes, you're going to have to put more time into vetting these people for what your purpose is. It's not just every Tom, Dick, and Harry. It's a feeling, it's an emotion that comes with, I used to be here. I strive to help those who are in my, used to be me. Through the grace of God, that go me. You see yourself in others, so you want to help. But it comes from a real place, not from what the fuck can you do for me place. What can you do in return? They want the appreciation of you motherfucking taking their time and they experience serious and doing right by it. That's the gift they looking for. The money just come with doing business. Let's hear Corey though.
Hey, a buck Chief Michael Strahan face. Shouldn't have been talking about Cam Newton. His outfit and bitch, if you don't get your big jaw ass off TV.
You talking about the big jaw bitch, the one that kill a nigga with a spitball?
Right, that bitch got the Michael Strahan face. Michael Strahan cool for a dude, but for a woman, you shouldn't be looking like Michael Strahan.
No.
Get your Michael Strahan structured face ass off TV, bitch.
You guys don't know who Corey referred to. That woman is ESPN reporter Kimberly Barton. She criticized Cam Newton, former NFL MVP, went to a Super Bowl, I don't know how many times, Pro Bowler. She criticized him because of his comments that he made about some modern quarterbacks being more game managers than actual franchise quarterbacks. And she made some remarks that were rather personal and they seemed a bit out of place. And social media came through and put her in the play, along as a few other NFL athletes as well.
Parody, Tua Tagovailoa, Jared Goff, and really, Dak Prescott. These are game managers. They're not difference makers.
When you say game manager, I'm not asking you to go out and win the game. I'm just asking you not to lose.
Not to lose the game. Exactly. Listen, I don't give a damn what you do. You don't have to score every time. You just don't have to throw a pick every time either. If we're going to really call a spade, there's a difference between managers of the game and difference makers of a game.
Like, give me a break. I'm just so, like, honestly, like, look past the outfit for a second. He literally said, in the year of 2023, where it's all about NFL backups, where's Cam? Not on an NFL roster, right? So he's talking about all these NFL game managers. He sounds like the people literally tweeting at me from their basement, like, get back in the kit. Like, it's like you are at home watching me. Like,
With a stray hand, because you look like a stray man that got struck with a stray hand.
See, another sister would have caught Caucasian boyfriend that's on the show. You know what I'm saying? They vet those type of women. You know what I'm saying? There's some women out here who are frustrated with the brothers for whatever reason they frustrated with the brothers for, and they say, "Oh well, I'm on this shit," and that shit it shouldn't bother no confident man. Who banging who? But I called it out.
Why is it
You
hard?
just don't want it coming from a woman? Is that on the sports set? I don't know. I don't watch
I'm
this.
saying, how am I watch a bitch talk about anything? What a bitch got to say? After a bitch is, I'm keeping it real.
Wait, there's no one good?
After a bitch say 10 words to me, my frustration level starts to rise. I heard this is another subject right here. You can mark it. Somebody told me Stephen A. Smith is not on ESPN First Take no more. Is that true?
I don't know. I know he's been doing a lot of podcasting.
Trying to find his
I had a
voice.
couple of months send me that shit, so I watched the show today, and he wasn't on that mother.
This was recorded the day after Christmas, so more than likely is that Stephen A. is on vacation. During certain parts of the season, Christmas time, at Christmas to New Year's time, and then also after the NBA Finals in June. Not really much going on, so the ESPN commentators tend to take some time off. I think Corey probably knows that, being a little disingenuous, but I'm here for it.
I don't know if Stephen A. Smith is not on ESPN no more. I don't know if somebody is that out there? Him or Molly wasn't there.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I
Bitches
haven't
on
watched
vacation.
regular TV in years.
Man, homie, I ain't got nothing else to watch but sports, because I really don't give about nothing else. Speaking of sports, I mean, why I get to this part after I address this Stephen A. Smith thing? Listen, Stephen A., if you're not on ESPN no more, you got to come on the 5150 show and clear your soul.
He's not coming on 5150.
Because I know your soul is hurting. All of the shit you had to do to shit on black people. You should come on my show and clear your soul. And not spill all the shit, but at least talk about the things they do in them production meetings before y'all go out, where they coerce you to say things that are disparaging about people that they don't like. Let me give you an example of how cold-blooded the media is Stephen A. worked for. It's a young man who is the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens.
Best player in the league by far.
The young man's name is Lamar Jackson. This young man won the Heisman at Louisville. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, that's unheard of.
He won the Heisman at Louisville. Should have won it the next year, but they didn't want to give it to him 2 years in a row. So look, this young man went to the NFL and his mama represented him. And I saw him talking shit like he ain't know what the he was doing. This young man, the obvious best player in the draft that year, if you got an argument about it, then we can say if somebody in his draft class is better than him, we can talk about it. Let's try to talk about it. This young man, when he got his shot to play, because just like Patrick Mahomes, the first year it was a quarterback there. They gave this young man a shot at the end of the year. They went to the playoffs. And everybody was talking shit about him because they didn't win the playoff game.
I remember that.
He's a rookie who wasn't the starter all year. He just got thrown in toward the end.
Right.
Because the other guy was so bad. His name Joe Flacco. That's the dude he beat out for the spot. Joe Flacco is playing for the Browns now. They're actually doing all right. Because he will throw the ball downfield sometime. But back to Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson first NFL season where he was the starter, he won the MVP, the MVP of the NFL. Do you know how hard that is for a black man who don't talk like Jonathan Majors was talking in court?
Yeah. No,
That's a real one right here.
he
And all his teammates love him. I ain't heard nothing bad about Lamar Jackson.
no.
This past year, it was time for him to get paid. They didn't want him in the league for real, because he was representing himself. He didn't have Mr. Feinstein as his representative. He said, God damn it, we see what they getting paid. We see what the top quarterbacks getting paid. I know what I'm supposed to get.
Facts. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say one bad word about Lamar Jackson. That's kind of across the board. So that's obviously means he has a bit of a good reputation. And then the other thing I want to point out, Corey's spot on about the fact that he didn't have any type of representation. He wasn't paying any lawyers or anything like that. And his mom was also part of negotiating the deal. So everyone was clowning him, saying, oh, his black ass doesn't know what he's doing. But if he looked around and just said, it's kind of obvious, I'm one of the top paid quarterbacks. Would y'all pay the top paid quarterback? Pay me this. And that seemed to rub the league the wrong way.
Oh, the NFL, they didn't like that.
Not at all.
They made it where so many teams couldn't get him. I'm talking about, look at all these garbage ass teams who ain't got a quarterback. They was like, we can't touch it. So Baltimore gave in, gave him some money.
And it seemed like it was a much bigger fight than it needed to be, but
This year, this man has not been mentioned in the media as one of the top players in the NFL all year. All year. But yesterday, they beat the brakes off this team in San Francisco that has a quarterback by the name of Brock Purdy that they were saying is going to be the NFL MVP. Man, Lamar Jackson done beat the shit out that boy because Brock Purdy is surrounded by elite players. Well, he ain't got to do nothing but toss the ball to a Deebo Samuel, pass the ball to the running back Christian McCaffrey. He got a whip over there, but they want to give him the MVP. Why? Because his name is Brock Purdy, and he fits the description of what they want as the MVP in a league. Well,
Protestant Caucasian male.
thank you. Got the brakes beat off them yesterday.
Yeah.
I ain't heard Lamar Jackson's name in the headlines until it ain't but 2 more weeks left for the NFL. They couldn't ignore him anymore. He been winning all year. This is top 5 player in the NFL since he been in there. Do you disagree, Craig?
He the best player in the league.
Craig said he's the best player in the league. I'm not gonna argue with that. When he plays, Baltimore Ravens have a chance to beat anybody in the NFL. Because they beat the so-called best team in the NFL yesterday. Well, y'all, as NFL players, even if you're playing against Lamar Jackson, I think y'all need to all stand up and let the NFL know that's some bullshit y'all trying to get Brock Purdy the MVP. And the only reason he probably won't get it is because he got his ass dusted. It was his fault the 49ers lost. Because the defense of Baltimore wasn't having that shit.
And the white boy good. He just not on the level of
he ain't bad.
MVP.
Yeah.
When Deebo Samuels didn't play, hey man, them
That's
people
who you
lost
talking
3 games in a row. That's Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
A black man who ain't never been nothing but himself. A Florida boy. I think that's where he from.
And they look like Sealy.
Right.
That's
No,
it.
who get hurt easy in them movies?
What's his name? Dr. Glass or not?
Yeah, Glass man. But this a good brother.
Yeah, top notch. Top notch.
Good brother.
Have you
Man,
seen?
will y'all stop bullshitting the people in the NFL and get that ugly bitch off ESPN, the Michael Strahan face bitch? What you think?
Yeah, it does seem to be that ESPN obviously has an agenda. I've talked about that numerous times on this channel. You have Kimberly Martin. She's turning out to be another. Malika Andrews, Sage Steele. They are married or in relationships with white dudes. I don't believe that's a coincidence. I don't believe that Stephen A will be coming on the 5150 show. I think it'll be different if there was a little bit more like playful banter between them. But Corey calling Stephen A so many boys that he's quick to bury other black men on ESPN and he pretty much be shucking their job. I don't believe that
It worked. Shit worked.
So yeah, I ended up doing the movie. Charles Stone directed the movie. We shot 80% of that movie shot in Canada. So when we're shooting the movie, Dame is not really there on set a lot, and the clothing people had the shit. They going off Fab magazines and all these magazines where they may have seen people go out for a night wearing certain shit for a night, but I'm like, they not wearing metallic blue pants selling drugs. So you got a Canadian female who's doing wardrobe arguing me like, look, this is what he had on the magazine. I'm like, I say, yo, this look like they went to a dress-up party. They not selling cocaine in these joints right here. And Dave came back, I would call him, say, yo, this shit gonna be fucked up. He came back, see what's up, start firing everybody.